If you watch the show Breaking Bad, you might remember the scene where Gale recites the Walt Whitman poem "When I Heard the Learned Astronomer" to Walt. This poem was very purposefully chosen for the show and carries a ton of relevance and meaning, but why? Well, in the poem, the speaker is listening to, as you might guess, an educated astronomer, and they're talking about proofs and figures and the math behind astronomy. The speaker grows bored and ventures out of the hall to stare up at the stars. The poem doesn't represent a disinterest in science, but instead an interest in experiencing the science and learning through that experience. It's not about facts and figures and measurements for the speaker, it's about looking up at the stars and being in awe. Gale and Walt both follow similar paths in the show. They come from science backgrounds but end up in stuffy jobs that they grow to hate. In the very first episode, we see Walt doing his best to entertain his students by letting them see chemistry, but it still falls flat. So the speaker in the poem represents Walt and Gale. They know the science, they understand it, but they want to live it instead. And their version of looking up at the stars just happens to be cooking off.